he's from one of the city's toughest neighborhoods where gang members tried to recruit him, and now he's an NYPD executive.
Yeah, Daughtry was just promoted to Deputy Commissioner of Operations tonight. He explains what New Yorkers can expect from him in this new role. Our Nicole Johnson has the exclusive story, all new tonight.
From Lefrak City to law enforcement.
Look at you.
Days after being promoted to NYPD's Deputy Commissioner of Operations, Daughtry takes Pix 11 News back to his old stomping grounds, a neighborhood once overshadowed by crime, gangs, and drugs. Back in the 80s and 90s, during the crack epidemic, Daughtry remembers when.
I remember the red vials. They were little vials of crack that had red caps, yellow caps, blue caps, and I remember seeing that all over in the back playground area there. I remember somebody got shot right back there. I was walking out that building. I heard pop how. I remember seeing a young lady holding her pocketbook to the guy's neck.
As a child growing up here, everyone had their hands on Daughtry's upbringing. So to see him navigate the rough streets to being one of the most powerful people in the NYPD is an inspiration to those who know him.
I raised this guy since he was a baby. Basketball, tennis, everything.
You know, I haven't been here almost 20 years, Nicole. And to come back here and see the people that send me messages, that send my mother messages, because, you know, we grew up here. Everybody from this neighborhood that's still here from when we were here, constantly on group chats with my mother.
And so let's set the record straight. When we were here, I grew up here too.
Yes, you did. That's right. Six Brothers was right here.
Six Brothers was right here.
Yep.
Back then, times were also tough, even coming from a working class family.
Rice and gravy for $1, and that was my meal, you know, because sometimes my parents couldn't, we didn't have money like that. Sometimes we would have to go, or my mother would say, here's $1, go get yourself some rice and gravy. You know, that's how it was back then.
And perhaps the most influential in Daughtry's career choice was Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry. He helped Daughtry realize his dream could be a reality.
My dream was to be in law enforcement. My dream was to help people.
What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to be a little humble back then and to not be so gullible.
Fast forward to right now, after more than 17 years on the streets as a police officer, a detective, as assistant commissioner, to now.
It's huge. That's a big job, big responsibility, and I'm ready for the task.
What did Mom say?
Mom was excited. She didn't know exactly what it meant, but she was excited. She says, keep breaking glass ceilings. And, you know, she also asks, how is this going to affect my home life? And, you know, I got to say, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have a good home life.
What does that mean, and what can we expect as New Yorkers?
Deputy Commissioner of Operations, you know, overseeing all the bureaus, detective bureaus, special operations, staying on top, making sure our cops are out there answering calls and responding to New Yorkers' calls, so they're not waiting, you know, an hour, 30, 40 minutes for a cop to respond.
And that's not all. Daughtry is also implementing several new ideas, including adding more technology to policing.
I want to have one drone in each patrol car in the precinct.
Coming back here, walking the same streets, Daughtry never thought he would be part of Black history, making a difference in the lives of New Yorkers, especially here in his old neighborhood.
Let's have it up, yeah. Being in a leadership position that I am now, looking at the statistics for last year, not one shooting in Lefrak City, not one.
It's something Daughtry believes will continue under his watch. Nicole Johnson, Pix 11 News.